everybody, this is Jeremy. Today I'm going to be showing you guys an application by Stunt Software called On the Job. This is good for anybody that does like freelance work, anything, any kind of job really. This is an easy way to help you keep up with all of your invoices, all of your work, all of that stuff. So I'll go ahead and show you this real quick. It's a little bee down here is the icon in the dock. So I'll click that really quick and bring that up. It actually sits in your menu bar too. It shows some of your jobs and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and start up here in the menu bar. On the job, it tells you a little bit about the application, when it was made, the version, stuff like that. You can have it checked for updates, which I did earlier, and it's the newest version. File, you can create a new invoice, you can create a new job item, a new client, a new job folder, a new invoice folder. You can delete jobs, job items, you can export, basic edit menu, your basic window menu, and then you've got the help file here, and you can send feedback. So I'll go ahead and do the preferences really quick. As you can see right here, you can have it warn you when you go idle, because this actually keeps track of the time that you've got on a job if you're doing a job based on how many hours it takes. You can have it tell you when you've been idle for so long, that way you're not charging people when you're not actually working. You can change the time format, the date format. You can have it automatically check for updates, which I would highly recommend. You can ask for confirmation when deleting items from a job. You can ask for confirmation when deleting clients, jobs, and invoices. Then your timer button animation here, you can have it set to spin, pulse, or none. That would be this little thing right here where you start your timer. You can actually show a badge when the timer is running, which it shows down here on the dock. It shows a little, I think it's a green button. Profiles I'm not going to get into because that's got my address and stuff on it, but that's just where you can set up your different profiles with your address, your name, company, and all that good stuff. So I'll go ahead and show you really quick. You can hide your jobs or hide your client list here. Then you can open it up and go into specific jobs. Like here's you can set your hourly rate, you can set your currency format, you can have it round up to the nearest 15 minutes or 10 minutes or however many minutes you want it to set it to. You can do mileage rate, you can do that by miles or kilometers. You've got your invoices set up down here. You can set up you can set which profile you want. You can set your invoice number scheme. You can set that however you want to do that. There's lots of little options on here that you can set exactly how you want stuff, and say, this is one of my jobs here, this is your items. It tells you what the cost is so far, your start date, your end date. You can set a little note about it in a description. You can have it as a fixed cost, you can have it as a timed cost, and you set up how much you want to charge hourly. You can change you can modify and add times that you've worked. You can make it taxable, you can have that included, and it actually keeps a count over here how long you've been working on that project. So once you click over here, you'll see that it spins. That's why I was talking about the animation. It's got the little green button here to showing you that you are actually working on the job, and then up here this little button will actually turn green. Then you can stop your timer and it quits, and it automatically rounds up and says that you've done 15. So on a $20 an hour job, the cost is $5 as soon as you start it, because it rounds up to the nearest 15 minutes. You can go in here and actually view your invoices. You can go down here and view your outstanding invoices. You can view it here, which I'm not going to do because it's got addresses and stuff on it, because I actually added somebody from my address book, which you can actually add people from your address book on here when you set up clients, and it has addresses and phone numbers and stuff like that. So I'm not going to view the invoice, but you can go down here and mark it as paid. It gives you the invoice number, the date that it's due, the cost. You can go down here, click this real quick. You can actually go down here and you can add new jobs, new folders, which on here you would have to go down, like highlight it, and you can add a new job or job folder. If you don't have anything highlighted, you actually add a new client. You can create a new invoice for all jobs, this job, however you want to set this up. You can add invoices. You've got all kinds of different things here that you can use. It's really going to be it'd be kind of tough to show you guys everything because there's a lot of images and options and stuff like that. But here's where you can click and add from your address book, which I'm not going to click because I don't want anybody to see my address book. You can add images for the client. You can set the hourly rate. All those settings that I showed you to begin with. You can come down here, and that's where you can create your invoices. You can drag and resize, all that good stuff. Say I went into my friends and so we used to do it. We had a company before that me and my friend did. This is actually the person that I'm on, and we made custom t-shirts. So I put the description was a custom t-shirt design. But you can set descriptions, notes, how long that you've been working on it. You can view all that stuff like that. Let me see if I can go and create a new invoice because there's actually a way to do this. Let me find. I was doing this fine a couple days ago, and it's almost 1 in the morning, so I'm pretty much blank right now. But you can add job items like I just did now. There's actually different themes that you can do on your invoices, which I'll go ahead and show you this, guys. And you can send it to mail. You can save it as a PDF. You can print the invoice. You've got different templates here that you can use and change the way that looks. Stuff like that. Which most of this I'll probably block off a lot of this. But yeah, there's lots of different templates. There's lots of different ways you can save them, different ways you can email the client, let them have the invoice, stuff like that. So if you have any type of job that you do, either like freelance stuff or any kind of work from home with your own business or anything like that, especially if you time your work, but even without that, this is definitely a really cool application to do all that. I actually viewed 2 or 3 pieces of software like that, and I really only wanted to do. At first, I was kind of thinking of maybe doing like all of them and comparing them and stuff like that. But to be honest with you guys, after trying 2 or 3 different applications like this, I didn't like any of them, but I really like this one. Me personally, I don't have any use for this just because I don't own my own company or anything like that or do freelance work or anything. But I know there's a ton of people that could definitely use this application. So I would very much recommend trying this out if you do that sort of thing, and let me know what you guys think. But I really do think it's worth the money and the time to try this out. So let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate, subscribe as always, and I will be pushing out more videos for you guys soon. Thanks.